Hello, and it is I haven't got enough hands. It's day 6. This is 6 in BSL. It's day 6 of the reading rush. And I'm about to start reading Asunder. It is the sequel to Incarnate, which I finished yesterday, stroke this morning, and I really hope this is as good as the first book, because the first book I really enjoyed. And this cover is also really pretty. It's a few hours later now, and by a few hours later I mean it's 1 AM, and I have read 284 pages of Asunder. I'm getting close to the end. I've got just over 100 pages left. I am very tired right now, so I'm going to finish it tomorrow. So good night. Good morning, and it is day 7 of the reading rush. And it's gone about 11:30 in the morning, and my aim for today is to finish reading Asunder. I've got about 100 pages left. I'm going to hopefully do that before lunch, so I will check back in with you guys later. I have just finished Asunder, and it was really good. I really want to read the next book, which I have over there. It's called Infinite. But for this readathon I still need to read 2 more books today, both by Jane Austen. And I said I didn't have a copy of Pride and Prejudice in Aberdeen, but I saw this one and it was really pretty, so I may have bought it. But it's really pretty. So that's what I'm going to do next. After dinner I am going to read Pride and Prejudice. I'm about 50 pages in, and oh my gosh, this artwork. Look at this! How amazing is that? I mean, oh, it's just so pretty. There are parts in this book where there's letters, and some of them are just in letter font on the page. And then others are like actual letters on the page. How cool is this? I think that's really awesome, and it adds to the experience of reading, and I love it. I really like this book. Look how cool this is. It's Pemberley and it looks so cool. Totally nerding out over this book right now. It's so pretty. Look at it. It's so pretty. I have just finished reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and it's one of my favourite stories. Like, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favourite books of all time, but this version, it wasn't just the story, it was also the book itself. The illustrations and everything are just amazing, and I loved it. And now that I've finished reading it, I am now going to watch the film because I can. And yeah, one of my favourite films too, so I am excited for this. It is such a good film. It was so good. I've seen it I don't know how many times, but it is one of my favourite films based on one of my favourite stories. I don't think I'll ever get tired of watching it. Anyway, I only have 1 book left for the reading rush, and it is another Jane Austen book, Lady Susan. And I'm not going to read this right now, I'm going to read this later. It's only 113 pages, so I was going to read it before bed. And then that's my reading rush over, which is kind of sad. It's the last few hours of the reading rush now, and I was going to read Lady Susan by Jane Austen. However, it's 133 pages, and while I could get through this in 2 hours, I'll be rushing like so much. And since the only challenge I have left is to read a book in one spot, I've switched books to Martin Luther King Jr. Letter from Birmingham Jail. It's only 50-60 words, so I can enjoy this in my spot, which is in the corner of my room. I enjoy a good corner and not have to rush. Welcome back to my bedroom corner, and I have finished my book. It didn't take me very long. It was a very interesting book. It was like walking into that time frame, and it was a very sad time, and I've never really read anything of Martin Luther King's before. In school we had to watch a few of his speeches in history and citizenship, but I've never read anything, and the first half of this book is when he is in jail, and it's very sad and just shows a very sad time. The second half, while showing a very sad time, it also shows a time of hope and a time of progression, or the hope of a time of progression, and yeah, it's just an interesting insight to a different time. Anyway, that's me done. I've finished the reading rush. I have read some interesting books and some sad books and some happy books and one of my favourite books and one of my new favourite books. Yeah, it's been really good. I hope your reading rush went well if you participated, and yeah, I'll see you in a few days. Bye!